True beauty for me comes from the inside out. And really, when our insides are working really good, we're clean, we're thinking clearly, we have an amazing mindset, it radiates complete beauty on the outside. Getting our insides right and having that move from inside out is true beauty. That's what we're doing today in the shop. We're working on the insides of the sphere sculpture so that all of that complicated system on the inside flows beautifully. Then we'll get our beauty on going on the outside. Hey, this is Jay Stargaard, international artist and owner of Stargaard Art. This year, I have committed to opening up my studio to you to share the creative process and spark the light of inspiration and creativity inside of you. Let's do this. So I was just inspired to come out to the shop and figure out one of the lines that I'm working in the steps. And so what I'm doing is I'm trying to find the height of the internal mechanism, and I need to have an even perfect circle. So what I'm doing is I am filling the bottom of the circle, let's see if I can get a better view, with water. So I'm filling that with water, so water's helping me. I love it, I love it. And it's creating a perfect circle in the bottom and perfect level. And there is another spider. Okay, I totally get the connection piece. And this little guy is down in, he's right there. Oh, you can't see it. Let me go that way. He's right there. Can you see him? There he is. So I'm gonna pick him up and cruise that guy. Ah, okay, he's crawling all over me now. Hey, 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 let's not go up in my clothes. Did you see him? Hey, hey. You're going right here, buddy. There we go. Good thing he was a small one and he doesn't scare me, and he felt really sweet and cute and curious, so that's fun. Vibing up that connection to nature and connection to the manifesting what is coming in this sculpture. Okay, this is running through the scenario. Ah! Okay, hello. Of what is, running through the scenario. So this is my map, and I am gonna run stage by stage, talk it out, make sure I've got it, everything is level, I've already, I'm there, but, and I can't take out my mechanism because it's inside right now. So that's happening, and actually I didn't pour this side, which I need to and will do right now. Oh, okay, and this one's a little bit tricky because it's not perfectly round because they had a blowout during the fabrication of the bronze casting in here, and so there's some unevenness on the inside of this sphere. Now 5 got super complicated, so there's lots of stages in here. I'm just gonna breathe for a second. So I'm just thinking about that manifestation piece we were talking about before. And I think that sometimes there's a lot of hard work that goes into manifestation. You know, we talk about instant manifestation, and I want it now, and I want to do it in my sleep, and things like that. And you know what? I love what I do. I love to get my hands on these pieces. So I'm happy to do the work that makes me feel good, to create art that helps other people feel good. So this is all part of my process. So there's not any instant happening right now, because if that was the instant, I'd be missing out on the juiciest parts. And things like this, when we're fabricating super technically, it's really exciting. The inside of the sphere is not perfectly round and perfectly concave, and this side is pretty darn good. So I just need to make those adjustments as I'm creating. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring a baseline inside of here to get the even that I want. And it's super simple because I'm just taking the straight edge of the tape and making a pattern, lining the water. And then I'll get all the water up and out of here, and because I can't use my Sharpie, because that would be the easiest thing in the whole wide world to use my Sharpie. But when Sharpies touch the water, I could do it just outside the water, but not on that because I had already gotten the surface wet. They don't write when they get wet, so not using that. Being as precise as I possibly can, because the inside of this has to be perfect, and I really only get one shot at it. You know what is so freaking cool is water is such a big help. Number one, when my kids were particularly little, but it still works to this day, when they're crabby, I put the kids in water, and when the kids are in water, all is right with the world. All is right with the world. And the same thing goes for me. I get myself out on the snow, I get myself out in water, and my toes go in the ocean, and I'm a big fan of getting my feet wet in big natural water bodies, because it makes everything better. It makes me feel better. So I love that, and I love that water is helping me work on this project right here. This is super cool. You never know what's gonna happen, and this was just completely inspired thought from the whispers in the wind and all those amazing helpers that I have. Because if you haven't watched my other videos, you know I'll say we are creating. And when I say we are creating, I mean all the good and amazing spiritual consciousness help that I have is helping me create these. And so we just gotta listen to those whispers on the wind. Seeing and holding the intent of the sculpture, which is the connection with nature and ourselves. Yeah, holding that whole aspect, and with that I'm running through all the stages of what's going to happen here. And as soon as this part gets done, because this is super fun and this is really technical, but as soon as this part gets done, then ooh, we work on our insides first, and that'll make our outsides beautiful. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. So, and that's totally true, because as soon as this is and I get to put it all together, then it just becomes about how pretty, because it's already functioning very well inside. Yeah. Okay. The insides of the spheres, I have gotten all the water out of it, and now I just gotta let them dry. So they're gonna dry as they sit overnight. And tomorrow, actually, no, it's not tomorrow. I've got something else to do tomorrow, but Wednesday will be my day to make the insides beautiful. I wonder how long it's gonna take. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, because I'm committed to the work. When I'm committed to the work, it doesn't really matter how long it takes. As long as I'm loving what I'm doing. If I wasn't loving what I'm doing, then it would probably be torture. But I love it, so it's totally fun for me. Thanks for watching Looking into the Light with Stargaard Art. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked any of it, and don't forget to subscribe so that you'll get a notification when we do another Looking into the Light. Bye, everybody.